always knew the sky could kill me, but I never imagined it would try like this. It was February 24th, 2007. I was 35 years old, a proud member of the German national paragliding team. Over the past 2 years, I had flown in 10 of the biggest competitions on Earth and won 6. I wasn't just flying to compete. I was flying to win, and I was the best. My name is Ewa Wiśnierska, and this is how I briefly died. That morning, over 200 of us were prepping our gear on Mount Bora in New South Wales, Australia. This was my final training flight before the first big competition of the year. My last chance to fine-tune everything. I needed this flight. Then the warning came. Storm clouds to the north. The forecast was murky, nothing definitive. We had a choice, fly or don't. Most of my teammates grounded themselves. They didn't want to gamble with the weather, but I couldn't walk away. The sky looked grey, sure, but manageable. Worst case, I'd cut it short. So I launched. At first it was smooth, peaceful even. I followed the ridge line for 12 miles until I reached the open savanna. That's when I saw them. 2 thunderheads, one massive, the other just a shade smaller. Beautiful, towering, and terrifying. I wasn't alone. 2 other pilots, one Austrian, one Chinese, were near me. The others had launched earlier and missed this mess entirely. We had a decision, land immediately or try to dodge them. We dodged. Flying around the outside of storm clouds is risky. The danger is in the updraft. Warm air rushing upward, strong enough to lift entire gliders like toys. We flew hard, trying to skirt the edges. Then it happened. The bigger cloud swallowed the smaller one, birthing a monster, 12 miles wide. A full-blown cumulonimbus, the kind pilots are taught to fear. The kind that doesn't just lift you, it traps you. The Austrian pilot managed to spiral downward, fighting the lift. I tried to copy him. I really tried. But I was already caught. I remember his face as he looked back at me. Then I was gone. Sucked upward into a black sky. Everything around me vanished into darkness, lit only by lightning flashing so close I could feel it sting the air. The wind roared. Hail smashed into me like fists. I radioed my team. I can't see anything. Then silence. The storm took me. It lifted me at 60 feet per second, faster than any elevator, like a rocket. The thunder grew louder, the air thinner. My fingers went numb. My glider wings froze solid. My body went limp. And then, nothing. I passed out. When I woke up, if you can call it that, I wasn't in the storm anymore. I was above it, 32,634 feet in the air, higher than Mount Everest, higher than commercial planes. I wasn't flying anymore, I was drifting in space. The temperature was -50, my face, my clothes, my gear, frozen solid. I couldn't breathe, there was no air, and yet, I didn't die. I just floated, unconscious, for 45 minutes, until the ice on one side of my glider snapped, and I fell, free falling through the storm again, unconscious, helpless. The world became a blur of wind and ice and thunder. Then, suddenly, my glider snapped open. The force jolted me awake. 1 second I was falling through death, and the next, I was suspended in the storm's final breath. Somehow, I was still alive. Just barely. I grabbed the toggles, managed to steer. Crash landed. I curled into a ball and radioed my team. Their voices shook. They thought I was dead. The Chinese pilot wasn't as lucky. He was struck by lightning and killed. When I reached the hospital, I had been seriously deprived of oxygen. They tried desperately to save me. I slowly fell out of consciousness. I began to flatline. And then I was gone for a while. I was pronounced clinically dead for 3 long minutes. But I woke up, the doctors were successful. They released me the same day. Back at the launch site, I checked my GPS. Showed my teammates, 32,634 feet. No oxygen tank. No protection. Just me, the sky, and a second chance. Something I'm going to share with you that I never shared with anyone before now. During that short time that I was technically dead, woke up in what I would consider a different realm of some sort. I was in an open field with grey, gloomy skies I was staring at in awe. But as I stood there, staring at the clouds, I felt it. A chill. Not from the wind, but from someone behind me. I turned, and there he was, the Reaper. Not cloaked in shadow, not wielding a scythe, just standing there, quiet, watching. And I knew I was supposed to go with him, but he tilted his head, almost curious, almost impressed.
You were not meant to survive,
he said. I didn't answer. What could I say? He stepped back.
I'll see you today, Taylor.
And then, just like the storm, he was gone. I know eventually I'll see him again, but hopefully that won't be for a very long time.
You ready?